Hi, welcome back to Rebecca's Travels. Today I'm going to be giving you a general view of what my holiday was like when I went to Newcastle and the northeast of England. So let's jump right into it. Now, I've met some fantastic and amazing people from a different range of age groups, and the locals are friendly and willing to help you. As for where I stayed in the Caledonian Hotel, which is based in Exmonth, which is an upmarket, upcoming area. Again, it's great for people all ages, especially students, because my hotel, it had a bistro restaurant, but it also had live music in the Billabong bar at the side, and in the week you could get offers on drinks, different drinks, and also there's other like hotels with bars attached with them with live music. The food was absolutely fantastic in my hotel, a range of different foods each night. The breakfasts were the same though, every day, but again a wide range to choose from cereal, a full English cooked breakfast, and pastries, yogurt, fruit juices, tea, coffee, again a wide variety to choose from. And the meals at night, they usually had 3 or 4 choices for start to evening and desserts menu. All you had to do with the dinners is let them know the night before of what you're wanting, but basically it's just so they know what to get in and how much to make, etc. Again, the hotel reception staff and bar staff was all friendly and willing to help. There's also the cleaning staff all did a fantastic service in the rooms of the hotel as well. The rooms again was fantastic. I kept for saying it was an old hotel. Again, with old hotels you do get some infrastructure problems, like the light not being at the side of the bed working, or sometimes your floorboards would creak, but old hotels, to be fair, are like that, or at least all the ones that I've been in. But yes, my room was placed on the first floor, and there was steps and lifts to the hotel. So yes, I would also say good disabled access, with the fact that there's a ramp in the hotel as well. Excuse me, I've got a cold. I went with the coach company Alpha. I mean, you don't have to go on all the trips with Alpha. You could just or you don't even have to get picked up by Alpha, but you could just book with Alpha the hotel without, and make your own way if you wished to a destination. Again, in Newcastle in general, there's new hotels, bed and breakfasts to choose from. Some of the bed and breakfasts, again, I've been told are only £40 per night, which is fantastic, especially if you're a student going to a college or a university, or you're just a family looking for some like cheaper accommodation. There's also some bed and breakfasts also based at Exmonth. I think it's called one is Sun Bed and Breakfast in Newcastle. But again, if you don't want a hotel, if you look under Newcastle bed and breakfast is on Google, then again you can find some accommodation at £40 a night, which again is fantastic. Or if you do want the luxury of a hotel, then you can have that also. Obviously hotels are generally more expensive, but again, if you go off peak, then you can get it cheaper. Again, bed and breakfasts and hotels alike. And again, there's also different styles of accommodation as well, different styles from like Hugh Foster's to hotel say 1 to 5 star, for instance, or 1 to 4 star. But again, if you look under accommodation and Google it, then again you can get accommodation at the best prices, or so you can go on coach trips as well, because again some coach companies go to Newcastle like Alpha, they run trips. Generally, again, I went on 2 out of the 3 trips out. I didn't go to Durham because I wanted to, because I've already been to Durham before, and I wanted to spend the day in Newcastle, exploring Newcastle, because I went for 5 days and it was like there 1 day travelling and 1 day travelling back. But yes, it was fantastic. I got we got in the hotel at a reasonable time. Dinner was 6:30. So you could go out afterwards. Again, the hotel was on Osborne Street, and it had not also bars and cafes and restaurants. It's also near to two supermarkets, Tesco's and Little Waitrose, and also near to some other shops as well as other hotels and bars being on the main street as well. Again, the hotel was only 20 minutes walk from the city centre. You can catch a bus or a train, and again it was what I would say only 30 minutes walk to the Tyne River, so again it is in a walkable distance, but you can catch buses, taxis, trains. I mean, buses are your cheapest local buses, but you can get the train as well. Also, if you do go on coach holidays, you don't have to go on the trip, so long as you let the driver know that you're not going on the trip beforehand. Then it's totally fine, because obviously they're not waiting around for you. I went to Northumbria on the first day that I was there, and it's absolutely beautiful and fantastic. And I went to Ward Walk at Castle, and Bamborough Castle, and also sea houses. So the next day after that, we had a full day at the Beamish Museum in County Durham, and that was absolutely fantastic, and even it seemed even more amazing than when the first time I went, because they built a fairground, but I'll give you more news on the individual areas, Northumbria and the Beamish Museum, in individual vlogs. Again, on the way back, we've seen the Angel of the North, and I've also got a separate video and footage on that, so I'll go more into detail on that. As for eating out during the week, there's some fantastic in Newcastle and the other places that I've been to. Fantastic range of choice available for whatever you're looking for. Cafes, restaurants, like ice cream vans, and then there's also supermarkets. So again, a wide range to look for. Also souvenir shops as well, and many of the museums generally, and art galleries / museums that I've been to have all been fantastic, and all of you really have to do is give a donation. The ones that I've been to, but I'll give you more updates on those I've also been on holiday taking basically live footage videos, so I'm going to upload those tomorrow, and then onto the computer, and I'll give you a vlog, and I'll also give you basically live footage for what I've taken, and you can see for yourself what it's like, or whether it's going to be for you or not. Again, being in a city is not for everybody, especially if you like to be say actually on the beach, or you prefer to be in the countryside, for instance, then obviously the Caledonian Hotel is not going to be for you. Also, if you're looking for cheaper, like huge hostels or bed and breakfasts, then again the Caledonia is not going to be for you. The 3-star, if you're obviously looking for more high end than a 3-star hotel, more expensive hotel than a 3-star, then there are those to choose from in Newcastle. But again, it really is up to you. Or if you don't like old hotels, and you like new hotels with like Holiday Inn, Premier Inn, for instance, Ibish hotel chains, then large hotel chains, then obviously with like no infrastructural problems, then obviously the Caledonian Hotel isn't going to be for you. But again, if you generally like nice clean rooms, and not in a really noisy location of Newcastle, say for instance it's not in the city centre, it's just outside the city centre. Again, a lot of the bars are closed, or start closing between 10:30 and 11 o'clock. So again, if you are looking for more of a lively night, maybe at weekends they'll stay open longer, then you would have to then go into the city centre. As for the bars though, they are lovely in the area, and again, you can get some good value for money for all budgets around the northeast. And for instance, so again, you can get something while you're at say a village, for instance, or a city over there, or you can have packed lunches if you wanted to, or you could get something at a supermarket, for instance, because you're nearby. So again, I would say it was in a great location myself, walkable to the city centre, definitely. Again, the hotel's beautiful inside, and for old hotel it has been really done up well, in my opinion. And again, the rooms were nice as well. Again, the rooms weren't too small, just so, I mean, if you wanted to upgrade your room, then you could also do that as well. But thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you in my next travel vlog, which is going to be about Newcastle City and what I did in Newcastle City and what there is to do in Newcastle City in more detail. So thank you for watching. I'll also be giving you live updates on Newcastle City itself, showing you all around it, and the next time, what I would like to do the next time I visit Newcastle, when I get the chance. And basically other towns that I've visited in Northumbria, and Beamish Museum vlogs and videos, live videos, so you can just see what it's like, and again you can decide whether it's for you. So again, I love you all. Thank you for subscribing, and you're all amazing. I love you all, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video, which is going to be Newcastle City Centre in my next video. Thank you. Bye.